Good evening, Yeshiva Shalom Bayit. We're sleeping over here. All right. Bezat Hashem, we're continuing on the Mishnayot, the Pirkei Avot, second Seder over here, second class. We're continuing. Yesterday we discussed what was the Mesorah. What was the Mesorah? If you all should have gotten by now the YouTube link. You should have gotten by now the YouTube link of yesterday's class. If you hadn't watched it, you know where we're going.
A thumbs up.
So now we're going like this. Thank you. So now, thumbs up. Hopefully Hashem will accept it. That's the main thing also.
No, the more thumbs up. No, the more thumbs up, you put in the algorithm.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So everyone should thumbs up it.
Yes. So we're on a set. We're gonna do. We do here Pirush Rabeinu Yona. Sometimes I'll throw in the Pirush if I see that something that Rabeinu Yona is not saying what I would like to have said. I'll edit out of my own way. But mostly this is Pirush Rabeinu Yona. Gentlemen, today's shiur is Refuah Shlema Rachel Yaakov ben Rachel Chaya bat Leah Aharon ben Rachel. Bezat Hashem Refuah Shlema Kol B'Zman. Leilu Nishma. Sabat Moshe HaKohen mi? Leah bat Rachel. Leah bat Miriam. אז זה הכל תזכר מצוות. Now, we're going... You said so, Bet. It's your loss, not my loss. Bet. Whatever you say. Bet. Second, we're in page Bet. We're still in the first Mishnah. So yesterday we discussed was the Masorah, the whole thing. Now we're going to discuss the discussion, the statement of Anshe Knesset HaGedolah. The Mishnah is going to tell you so many times, just I'm giving you a heads up, throughout this whole learning of Mishnah Pirkei Avot, it says, Hu Omer, Hu Ayamar, Hu Ayaomer, Hem Omrim. Now, you might think that's all what they said. No. This was a constant teaching that they used to teach. There was one Choshev of Litvish Rebbe, in one of the Litvish big yeshivas. And for 20 years, lo and behold, every Friday, he got up for 20 years and spoke the same thing. The same Musar, 20 years. Come to him. Somebody has a chutzpah already. After so many years, they come to the rabbi and they say, Rabbi, it's the same shiur he gave last week, and the week before, and the year before, in the last 20 years, the same shiur, every night. Every Friday, Erev Shabbat Shmuz. And they're complaining to the rabbi, why is he repeating the shiur again and again? He says, I don't understand you. I'm still here, Mashiach is not here yet. You need the Musar still. You're doing the same Avirot, what do you want from me? Stop doing the Avirot, I'll change my topic. So again, so this is what it means over here. Whatever you see in the Pirkei Avot will say Hu Haya Omer or Hem Omrim. This was what they expanded out. They said they said millions of things. How many drashot can a person give? I'm a small guy, Leandra. A few months we could give, let's say, to give 2-3 shiurim a day. You know what it is in 3 months? It's over 100 already. You're going to have over 100 shiurim. Okay? So this Chachamim didn't speak. They spoke non-stop, right? But this is just the emphasis of their mahut, and this was like the main thing that they were expressing and expounding on the people. Hem amru shlosha devarim. They said 3 things. Hevu, what are the 3 things? They didn't say that they said only these 3 things. No, they expanded and they emphasized on these 3 things. What are? Hevu metunin badin. On page Gimel already. Hevu metunin badin. Be patient in judgment. Ve'amidu talmidim arbeh. And a person should always strive to have as many students as possible. V'asu siyag laTorah. V'asu siyag laTorah, and make so siyag laTorah, make a fence around the Torah. We'll see. There's a lot of explanations, but let's see what Rabeinu Yona says. That's why we are actually here. Now let's go to Rabeinu Yona, page Bet. Right over there it says on the Hem Amru Gimel. One second, let's go. Hem Amru Gimel Dvarim, right? Hevu Mitunim Badin. What does that mean? So this is talking about Lemorim Horaot, the people who are paskening the halacha. This is people who are in the middle of diyun, and they want to paskin halacha. Ulufsok Horaot Uluposkin et Adin Amru Lebad Yisbechu b'machashava rishona. So so again, a Chacham is being asked the question, or a Dayan is judging between 2 parties. He should not stick to the first thought that comes to his mind.
So somebody asks you for Pepsak, you're telling him I'm going to let you know later?
No. What he's telling you like this. He's telling you. Yes or no? Yes or no? We'll see what Rabeinu Yona says. Let's see what Rabbi says, but then we'll think. We'll think out of the box in a second. He's saying like this.
He used to come the same case.
No.
Let's say there is 4 cases. He come yesterday, the day before, and then the next day come the same case. אז הוא אומר לו, אל תחליט מיד, למרות שאתה כבר מכיר.
This is you're saying Rabeinu Avadia Bartanura. Can you pay attention? Can you pay attention? We're learning how now Rabeinu Yona. Okay, Gawon Shmawon, stop talking like this. Listen to me, please, patient. We're here trying to figure out what Rabeinu Yona is telling you like this. This is against the whole world today. The first impression, what did they tell you? The first impression is the right impression. That's what the world says. That's right. That's what they're pressing on. The first impression, good. So Rabbi Yona is telling you right off the bat, do not be an individual who bases your opinions on everything or decides on people on your first impression because. Okay. So he says, "Lebar yismechu b'machshava rishona." You should not. This is not again. We're all judges, by the way. We go outside of the street, outside of the Beit Midrash, or inside the Beit Midrash. We always like to judge everybody. We always like to judge everybody, right? He says no. He says don't be judging everybody, and that's what he's telling you. Do not depend. Do not rely on your first thought. Not rely on your first thought. That's what he wants to say. Okay, continue. Ki ha'adam lebali te'u b'shikul hada'at. The purpose of that, ach behamtana gdola. Sorry, ach behamtana gdola. Yes, just a second. Be patient. U'be'iyun hadak, and be very meticulous in your decision. Before, let's say somebody asks you psak halacha. Listen to Rabbi Moshe, what you're saying. So the rabbi is telling you, listen. You're asking me to decide if the guy owes you $1 million. Whatever it is, a guy owes you $1. You want me to tell you right away? No. The rabbi says, be meticulous in your findings. Figure out deeper before you give up psak. That's all. Lebari tu b'shikul hada'at, that you should not make a mistake in your without proper judgments. Ki ha'adam ha'memaher lehorot nikra posheya. A person, this is not talking about halacha of Shabbos, not talking about that, because most, Baruch Hashem, rabbis are talking about a case that was you never heard of. Most 99.9 questions of Shabbat are what?
This one about case, even you heard about the case.
Again, you're bringing me Rabeinu Avadia. Stop him. No, it does mishaneh. Relax 1 second. This is Rabeinu. This is a different Aishon. He's telling you a different concept. I know you know this. Last year we did Rabeinu Avadia. This year we're doing Rabeinu Yona. So relax. But just Ramorcha, I need you to put all your knowledge aside for now. I have also a lot of knowledge in this thing, but I know what I do right now. I want to do Rabeinu Yona, and he has different ways of looking at things. Baruch Hashem. You know what's Rabeinu Yona? You ever say for a Sharei Tshuva? You ever learned it? Rabeinu Yona. Oh. Yeah, he has a Pirush Adran. There's a lot of things over there. There's not small people. Okay, so now he says like this. A person who is hastening to judge, he is called a person, negligible person. Posheya. Even though his intention was to say the truth. And ze shogeg, it's not a mistake. This negligence that he says in America, second-degree murder. You know what second-degree murder is? Negligence. Right? Posheya. Davar pshia. Ata pashat, the person was drunk and he's driving a car. Did he mean to kill anybody? Of course not. Second-degree murder, right there. Right, but he's not mizit. You cannot say mizit. הוא לא עושה את זה בכוונה, הוא פושע, אתה צודק, but what can you do? Again, America, listen, in America, right now, everybody upgraded. They upgraded, it's not going to help anybody. If the guy is driving drunk, he's not thinking. You can't tell him that he's a mezit. You can't say he's a mezit. You can't say he's a mezit. No, we're going to move it up to first-degree murder and give him a death sentence. Hello, Habibi, take it easy. You make rules, at least follow your own rules. They don't follow that also.
No, but sometimes try to go for the capital punishment on people when they're not going to get it because it's really lesser.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. So he says, Asher lo datan bilvavo lemor levav minharim lo yavin leda'at. Again, anybody who is hastening judgments will not understand things clearly. Ki hataut bechol adam matzui hu. Because everybody makes mistakes. It's a common thing. Vezeu she'amru Rabeinu Zechron Uvracha. This is what our sages told us. Vezahir betalmud sheshgigat talmud ola zadon. And our sages told us in the Perek Dalet Yud Bet in the Mishnah over here that if you are quickly hastening to judge, shezahir betalmud sheshgigat talmud ola zadon. That there is what? There is the person who made a mistake in learning is actually considered to be a criminal. This is Adon. You hear what's going on? It says over there in Mishlei, 26th chapter, Pasuk Yudbet, Ra'ita ish chacham be'enav tikva lichsil mimenu. Right? So he says like this, Ra'ita ish chacham, if you saw a person who is a chacham, be'enav, he is a wise man in his own eyes. Tikva lichsil mimenu. There is a consolation, there's a tikva, there is a hope. For whom? For an imbecile from this person. And our sages tell us further on in Masechta Avot, chapter 4, Mishnah Zayin, Hagas libo behorah shote rasha, vegas ruach. A person who is giving psak halacha on a question in reference to things that he never dealt with. He is a person who is shoteh, rasha, and he's evil, and he's an imbecile, and he's also big baal ga'ava. Lachen, ha'adam ha'moreh yesh lo lisa beliten badavar. Therefore, a person who is sitting in judgments, he has to sit and compose himself and go over an issue again and again. Lisa means, lisa is battling within himself. What is the truth? And then only then reveal the truth. A person should pickle, should let it sit in his mind, in his thought, in the process, and let it settle in him first before he rules on the case. Ke'inyan shamru, as it says over there in Sanhedrin, Lamed Hey, 35th page, Amud Aleph, machmitzin et hadin. You have to make the judgment. Wait it out, like machmitz. You make things sour, right? How you make things sour? How you make chamotzin? Right? Huh? How you say it in English? You make a pickle. You pickle the judgment. Yeah. Because a person who is patiently is waiting and figure out which route to judge, he's going to make him actually have a more clear idea on the subject. And Bezrat Hashem, obviously, the Rabbi Yona does not say that over here, but it's very important that you should daven. Dayan should ask Hashem to give him the right derech to be mismasken, paskin halacha lehora'ah le'em ala'amita. A person should not ever deviate from that. That's my addition. So you see, the rabbi says, don't go on the first impression, because on the second impression, what you didn't see on the first impression, you'll have more clearer view. And it says over there, Asav, the child of Korach, it says then Ayin Gimel, 73rd chapter in Tehillim, Ki itchametz levavi v'chil yotai eshtonan. So the children of Asav, what happened over there? They started to think, right? Remember, they started to think, and Baruch Hashem, they got out of murder. They got away from being murdered. All of their families of Korach went away. But over here, because they started to think in their heart, and they made it more, started to pickle the Indian more and more, and they're more clear of mind, and they got out of the sin. כלומר, אחרי שאשר לבבי מתחמץ ומתפלפל על החוכמה וחיליותיי. אני משתנה מתחדד השגתי לדעת. After I have sat down with my heart and diligently went through the sugya, through the idea, and to this question, then I came out to the real knowledge. כי בלי זה לא ידעתי וזה חלקי. And what's the point? Again, the Rabeinu says that without sitting and toiling in the issue, you really never know until you do it. Even though the psak, like Rabbi Mordechai is pushing me, Rabeinu Ovadia, yeah, I already gave the psak on this issue, right? That's Rabeinu Ovadia over there. So don't say I did it already before. The Rabeinu Ovadia Yona says that it's true that you maybe even gave up psak on this issue. But now you have more information than the last time you got psak. Because you lived longer, you did more mitzvot, you did more Torah, you have more kedusha. The more the holier the person is, more Torah, Rab Mordechai is revealed to him. You know that, right? You know that? The more kedusha, the more time you said kiddush on Shabbat morning, there's no difference. There's obviously a big difference between a man who says kiddush for the past 20 years and the man who's saying kiddush on Shabbat for the past 50 years. You know the difference between them? The guy for 50 years has 30 years more on him of Kiddush of Shabbat. He has more, it's sanctification. Every time, every time you learn Mishnah Pirkei Avot, it's every time learning in Torah, gives you more clarity. And that's what he's talking about here. Okay? Because don't forget, we don't know nothing. We think we know something, and later on, that person finds out he knows nothing. So now, Rabeinu Mordechai, so he says, why does the Mishnah tell us to be what? To be patient in your judgment. Here, that's what I was saying before. Rabeinu Shkivanti, I believe I saw it before, I don't remember it where I saw it. He is telling you that obviously the judgments of monetary cases between individuals, or any questions between individuals, husband and wife, whatever it is, any shalom bayit or just partners, not monetary questions, just questions who, let's say you have like this, no, Rabbi Mordechai, hopefully you never have this problem, but two partners, they're deciding, one guy says we're going to go with this China company, one guy says we're going to go with the Indian company. So they're fighting. They're not fighting about money, they're fighting about which schora, who's going to do production. So you go to Rav, the Rav is going to paskin. Yeah, yes, even that. You didn't know that, right? You didn't know that we do all these kind of questions, every question. That's what a Rav is here for.
How are we supposed to know the...
Oh, don't worry. Listen. Why is one partner choosing India and one partner choosing China? So they know. They know why, right? Each one will come to the rabbi. He will lay out the case. Each one will lay out the case, and the rabbi will say, you know what? The India sense makes more sense. Or the rabbi will say the China may make sense. You know why it's going to be good what the rabbi says? Because the rabbi davened to Hashem. Which one should I give him the psak on? But again, the business has to go on. It's a $50 billion business. So they have to decide. No, who's going to decide? They're going to decide. Go to lawyers. Go to courts.
He doesn't know what the tissue made for.
Mordechai, Allah. How many rabbis do you know in your life? Doesn't matter. No. All the rabbis I was, they're asking questions on anything you want. They don't know.
It doesn't matter that it doesn't mean they don't make mistakes. They make mistakes too.
Oh. I love you, Rabbi. Shehem ikar gadol b'diyat habore. Yitbarach v'yitaleh. So obviously everything is in Hashem's hands. כמו שאמר ירמיה הנביא עליו השלום, השכל בידו אותי כי אני השם עושה חסד משפט וצדקה בארץ כי באלה הפצתי נאום השם. It says in the pasuk clearly, right? Hashem is judgment. So again, what are you? Rabbi Moshe, Rabbi Kohen, you want to be a judge, right? Let's say for a second. You're a judge. What are you doing? You're connecting yourself to Hashem. Good. So like we said, again, the rabbi is he's pressing on the issue. The more you study, the more you learn Torah, the more you oisik b'kedusha, the more you're partner with Hashem. So the guy who said Kiddush for 20 years, and the guy who said Kiddush for 50 years, he has 30 years more partnership with Hashem. So obviously Hashem is much closer to him. Same way works Torah. The information that you're learning Torah is getting knowledge from Kadosh Baruch Hu. So what's the difference, you ask me, between the red color of the tissue or a pink color of the tissue? The rabbi knows that also because he's closer to the truth. You understand? That's why the rabbi knows which company to use. Not Zaken. Hashem is the Chokhmah. Again, but the Hashem, the rabbi who studies, that's right, Kiddushim, right? But this guy who did Kiddush for 20 years, and this guy who did 50 years Kiddushim, yes, he has holiness of saying Kiddush, but this guy who does Kiddush for 20 years, Baruch Hashem, learning all the B'lei Narat 15 hours a day, and the other guy is learning 1 hour a day. So what are you thinking? No, come on. The Ikar is getting closer to Hashem. That's the Ikar, to the truth. You knew this before Rabeinu Ovadia? No, you need Rabeinu Yona to teach you this. I love it. That is Rabeinu Yona. It's amazing. This is Rishonim talking. How does a person know what Hashem is? This is something that's far from us. We can read it. אך בזאת ידענו לעשות דין ומשפט כי השם עשה את אלה. right? So now, in a judgment, the person is passing in a judgment. He is partnering with the one who knows everything. So it's al korchacha. You have to say that the person will have the siyata dishmaya to know which way to paskin b'ezrat Hashem. Continue over here. Okay. V'zeu shene'emar dan din oni ani v'vion az tov halohi hada'ad oti no'um Hashem. So again, Rabbi is bringing you illusion that the judgment is Hashem's hands, and a person without it is a poor or irrelevant. So therefore, learning Torah and being prepared b'inyan gives them more clarity. Uktiv makom acher. Says another place, Rabeinu Yona. Uma Hashem doresh mimcha ki imasot mishpat ve'avat chesed. So you might say, what? I don't want to be a judge. I don't want to be a judge. Even though we say that we don't want to be a judge, but in reality, we are judges. We are judges of everything we see, everything we do. We are constantly judging in every aspect. So he says like this. Give me one. We are page Gimel on the left paragraph, the middle. Okay? So he says like this. Hashem tells us that Hashem doresh. It says in Micha, Hashem asks of you, ki masot mishpat ve'avat chesed, and you have to do the kindness and love kindness and do mishpat. Again, we said yesterday, we're rereading it right now, that the leader that Moshe Rabeinu asked for, what was the leader's? How does Hashem find a leader of Am Yisrael? Is a person who loves every Jew. It has to be ahavat chesed, a person who really loves other people. Only he could judge. Only this person is allowed to become a judge. All the rest, if you don't love people, what are you going to judge? Because you have negiyot davar. You want to judge, why? Because you want to say you're the smartest man. You know how to resolve all the difficult questions. No, that's not the point of judges. The point of judges is to come through the emet, and the emet is only ahavat chesed ve'emet, only through love. Only we come through love.
To be Dayan, it takes many years.
הדינים הם שורש גדול לתורה ומהם נשתת העולם. The world exists because the judgments are the main foundation of this world, and the world exists because of that. כמו שאמרו במדרש, as it says in the Midrash, over there, שמות רבה, פרק למד, I guess, פסוק ג' כתיב לפני עשרת הדיברות. It says over there before the עשרת הדיברות, ושפטו את העם בכל עת. They will be judging the nation the entire time. This is by whom? By the Lot's Yitro's Yitro made a suggestion to Moshe Rabeinu to split the judges, and that was the unfortunate. I already explained before that's caused the Egel HaZahav, unfortunately, because now they didn't see the Moshe Rabeinu. Everybody wanted to see Moshe Rabeinu. He split, as it says, right over there. Yitro caused that people should not see Moshe Rabeinu, and because they didn't see Moshe Rabeinu, that's how Egel HaZahav came. Unfortunately, there's a lot of the connection.
Yeah, I heard that.
So,
Mashal, yeah.
So if he did so wrong, why he got the parasha?
Why? Very good. Balak also got a parasha. I don't know what's the question. Right? Mashal lematronita she'ayta holechet baderech. So there was a lordship lady. Matronita is a royal. What? Yeah. It's what's his name? Right after Seder Dibrot, there's judgments. Right. But again, so it's giving you example. Mashal lematronita she'ayta holechet baderech. Who's matronita? Matronita is a royalist lady, a duchess, a princess, whatever her name is. Right? She was in royalty, so she was traveling. And her servants are traveling before her. Obviously, she was royalty. She was being protected by by whom? By the soldiers. So the same thing. What happened? The Torah was given. What happened before Matan Torah? It's telling us the cases of Perry, the judges. It's talking about what? Judgments, right? As Yitro told Moshe Rabbeinu, go and split the judges and let them judge the nation. They'll do the small cases. You do the big case, the whole case. We know that, right? And look at this. I would have never thought of this connection. What's the connection? Right after Parshat Yitro, what does it start? Judgments. Again, judgments. So he's giving you a mashal. Just like a queen, when she's walking, she has security all around. So to Torah. What's the security of the Torah? Judgments. Huh? Yeah, Rabeinu Yona. You see that Rabeinu Yona?
העגל הזהב, וישר אחרי זה קיבלת...
What?
היה עגל הזהב?
לא בשעה הזאת.
לא.
עוד לא.
היה עגל הזהב, בפרשת של עגל
It's in
הזהב.
פרשת כי תישא, later. 3 פרשות later.
אוקיי, אבל ישר כשקיבלת לעשות, כאילו...
What?
ישר אותו הפרשה כבר אומרים לך מצוות מה לעשות, מה לא לעשות.
לא הבנתי אותך. No, he's telling you judgments. He's telling you how important Torah is. Rabeinu Yona is stressing that the judgment is part of the Torah and it's the main ikar of the Torah. How does he telling you? Before Matan Torah, there was discussing us how a judge should behave, and after Matan Torah, how a judge case is to be done. You understand? To teach. What?
כבוד לדיינים, לא עושים.
לא עושים מספיק לכבוד לדיינים, מפחדים מהם, זה לכן. שונאים אותם כולם. The worst job in the world is to be a judge. You get paid nothing.
פה כתוב שזה הכי מכובד.
That's right. דבר הכי מרוז. What does it say? What does it say in the Gemara? In the Gemara it says clearly, the Torah will be דבר מרוז. Like chabar. People will say, the Torah. This is the Torah. This is the generation. What?
Generation.
Generation. That's right. That's what he's saying. Okay. Next. והעמידו תלמידים הרבה. So we said, the checklist הגדולה, Perry, you get with us, please. We started a new heading. והעמידו תלמידים הרבה. והעמידו. Where's the? והעמידו. אוקיי, מה קרה? והעמידו.
לא, זה לא זה סליחה.
לא, זה והעמידו.
סגול ושבץ.
No, זה פתח over there. והעמידו תלמידים הרבה. That's what he wanted. Yeah, והעמידו. That's what he said. That's right. That's what he wanted. Why? He didn't say והע. No, in the Gemara, in the Mishnah it says והעמידו. Rabeinu Yona says והעמידו. והעמידו. Over the bottom. You see Rabeinu Yona? Right, we said what it is. Hamidu Tamidim Arbe, establish for yourself a lot of students, and we associate Torah. We said that in the Mishnah. We're going down now. Rabeinu Yona. Okay? Rabeinu Yona says like this. Keda'at Beit Hillel. You hear? This is going to be just like Beit Hillel Svara. Why? כעניין ששנינו בית שמאי אומרים, אין מלמדין אלא לתלמיד הגון. According to Beit Shammai, you must educate only a person who is able to accept what you're teaching him. Good, that's Beit Shammai. Let's see. Hillel doesn't hold like you. Hold on a second. Betzanua, v'kasher, v'yireh shamayim. That's Beit Shammai. Beit Shammai is telling you, you have to check your student, smell him, bring him to your house, let your wife smell him, make sure that he's not a trickster. Okay, take it easy. Yalla. No opinions right now. In the middle of Rabeinu Yona. That's it. Let's see. Shneimar. So excuse me. How does Beit Shammai know what to say this? It says in the Torah. Everything. Iyov. Kol choshech tamun litzpunav. What? All the darkness is what? In its hidden. It's hidden from us. Okay. Ubeit Hillel says no. Next page. Dalet. Ubeit Hillel omrim melabdin lechol adam. You must teach Torah to every human being.
Human being or every Jew?
Every human being.
Adam's a Jew.
Shh. Take it easy. Don't jump. Yesterday we already discussed. Lechol adam, it means over here, every human being. And Hillel did teach them. He teach the Gerim. He took Gerim. But Shabbai did not like Gerim. We'll see. Okay. Lechol adam. Me'ah b'shvil sheyetzu mehem asara tovim. He says at least you should have 100 students. Maybe you'll have 10 good students. Ve'asara, if you take only 10 students, כדי שיצאו שניים, at least you'll have 2 good students. ושניים לפי שאינכם יודעים איזה מהם יחשר, זה או זה.
10 מ-10 ל-2?
He said, yeah, that's the משחטת חשבון.
הסיכוי הזה יותר טוב שיהיה לך 10 מאשר ל-2.
כן, no. It's better to have 10 students, you have 20% success rate, only 10%.
Why? 2 he says 50-50.
What? No.
יהיה better than 10.
ניקח שניים, זה בבית שמאי, בסוף הגענו לבית שמאי.
Okay, very good. I hear you guys, you cornered me. ואם שניהם כאחד טובים. So the rabbi says, שאינך יודעים איזה מהם ככשר, איזה או זה. ואם שניהם כאחד טובים, good, if both of them will be good, it will be good. וראו מעשה של ההלל שכינס לכל תלמידיו. Well, there was a story where Hillel HaZaken gathered all his students. ואמר להם, תלמידיי, יש כאן כולכם, אמרו לו, הן. He asked, is everybody here? All the students are gathered at the yeshiva, everybody here? He said, yes, Rabbi, we're all here. אמר לו אחד מתלמידיו, כולם כאן חוץ מקטן שבהם. Rabbi, there's only one missing here. אמר להם, יבוא קטן שעתיד הדור להתנהג על ידו. Here it says, what are you talking about? I cannot start talking until you bring that one. Even that small one has a what? The whole world will be standing on his Torah. והביאו לו לרבן יוחנן בן זכאי. Who was that קטן? קטן שבקטנים, of 100 students, הלל העד, the smallest one, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. You know what Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was? This was a tower of Am Yisrael, the pillar of Am Yisrael. כי הנה, כי אין לדחות הקטנים מפני הגדולים. So you see from there that Rabbi Yochanan was the youngest in the yeshiva, and Hillel proclaimed that he's going to be the leader of Am Yisrael, and he was. Okay. כי הגדיים נעשו תיישים. You have to understand, those little what's his name, little shipelach, you know those little shipelach babies? They're going to become a big tayashim. Tayashim are the big rams.
Nice.
Yeah, tayashim. You know what they do? Somebody showed me the other day a video. A tayash attacked his own shepherd. Mamash. Shepherd fell down. Tayash killed him on the spot.
Killed him?
Oh, killed him, whatever, he tried to kill him. Just banged him a few times with the head. Wow, תאשים האלה. Okay, והעניין, no, there was a car passing by, if the car's not there, he's gonna kill. He hit him like 2 times, he was ready to go for the kill. שם לכם. והעניין זה, דרשו רבתי זכרונם לברכה, הסייג'ס told us in מסכת ברכות, יבמות, סמך ב' עמוד ב', בבוקר זרע את זרעך. They're teaching you like this. ולערב, אל תנח ידיך. In the morning, meaning what? When in the morning you're planting the seeds, and at night, in the evening, don't plow. Plant more seeds. What does that mean? It means if you had students when you were young, have students when you get older. For getting plenty of students, the more students you get, is the most greatest thing in the world. And it's a great zechut, a merit for the Rav to have as many talmidim as possible. Let's do one more pirush and we'll call it a night for tonight. Now Rabeinu Yona is going to tell us, what does that mean, make a gate, a fence around the Torah? Let's see. Okay, there's a lot of Torah to talk about, but Baruch Hashem, we're here trying to do this year with Rabeinu Yona. You're going to enjoy. There's so much Torah of Rabeinu Yona, Baruch Hashem. As it says over there, Ushmartem et mishmarti. The Torah tells you, how do you know that the rabbis have to make siyagim? From where is this coming from? Like as we said yesterday, there's no world of Torah. You're not Jewish if there's no rabbis. You are not Jewish, literally. Because of our rabbis, because there's so many different opinions, because there's so many different machlokot, we have only one Torah. Christians have 1,600 versions of Christian Bible. Quran has over 900 versions. Why we have only one? Because we have so many machlokot, we have so many diugim, there's so many different opinions, and it's beautiful. There's only one Torah. It's amazing. So where do you know that we are supposed to put fences around the Torah? It says in the pasuk. Here's a pasuk. Vayikra, chapter 11, pasuk 30. Ushmartem et mishmarti. You shall watch. You shall be watchmen over my shmarti means over here like this. What is Torah? Many people don't understand what Torah is. Kedai to say it over all the time. Torah is hora'ah. Torah is your guidance. Mordechai. Torah is a guidance. Hashem is not commanding you to do anything. He is telling you what is good for you. Hashem is not telling you, you must do this or I'll kill you. Hashem is telling you, Habibi, this is good for you, do it. I'm telling you, I created this world. This is the plan. This is the map.
The blueprint.
No, he's telling you, this is what's going to happen to you if you go against the map. It's not kalalot. Hashem is not cursing you. Hashem is not cursing anybody. Yeah. No, but again, it's not a hakol tov. Hashem is telling you, listen to me, Mordechai. I have a bookcase over here. You know me, I get involved with books, Baruch Hashem, over here in the Midrash. The bookcase, the space is 13 inches. Can I get a sefer that's 13 inches and 1/10 of an inch? Finished. Can't go in there. So what do you want from me? Same thing. You bought a book that's the wrong size. Can't go in. Oh, let's redo the bookcase. The bookcase costs a lot of money also. Wait, we're gonna push you for the donations for that also. Yeah, he's very happy. Okay, let's see. כלומר, remember, you told me not to bother you with the books.
עבודה חדשה.
כלומר, עשו משמרת למשמרתי. והסייג, so explain it to you. You should watch over my guidance. I tell you, listen, Rabeinu, this is the line. Don't print it over this line, right? That's mishmarti. So I told you this. So the Torah is telling you the rabbis are commanded to put more barriers. הסייג הוא דבר גדול ומשובח לעשות סייג בגדר למצוות. It's a great thing. The Torah tells you don't sleep with a nida. You can't touch your wife. You cannot sleep with your wife. The Torah tells you. The Torah doesn't tell you cannot touch her. The Torah tells you cannot sleep when she's a nida with her in the same bed. So what do you do?
So you can touch with her.
So what do you do? According to Torah, touching is not a problem. The rabbis come and said, no, Habibi, if you touch, you're gonna sleep. No sleeping, no touching. Okay?
So
Leban-
this is a siag of the Rabbanim or siag of Torah?
So, Siyag of Torah. Yes, there's actually opinion in the Gemara that all the Rabbanan is Doraita. All the Rabbanan is Doraita.
יש
Here?
תורה, יש רבנן.
But here, this is Doraita. Rab Moshe asked a beautiful question. You see, Rab Moshe is ahead of you already. He knows the question to ask, and he got an answer, and you're upset with it. That's it. This is the Pasuk tells you that all the Siyagim of the Rabbanan are Doraita because the Torah told you to do it. Doesn't like it.
זה לא דאורייתא.
You're right. It's the Rabbanan, but it is כאין Doraita.
כל הרבנן זה בא מהתורה, זה לא מהראש שלהם.
זה לא בראש שלהם. איפה ראית אתמול? שמעת את השיעור אתמול? חס ושלום להגיד. You're not allowed to say. Go listen. You're going to enjoy it. Go listen.
יאללה, מרדכי.
לבל יוכל להיקשר בהם, הירא את דבר השם. Okay. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose that the rabbis put fences? That he should not transgress the real Avot of the Torah, because the person who loves Hashem wants to stay away from it. לכן, המקיים את דברי חכמינו זיכרונם לברכה, הנה רב מרדכי. If a person who is fulfilling the words of the Rabbanan, שהם סייגים למצוות של תורה, there are offenses for the mitzvot of the Torah, חיבב היראה ממי שעושה המצווה בעצמה. He is showing that he loves the fear more, and he loves the mitzvot, and he loves Hashem's Torah by making siyagim על himself. כי אין עשיית המצווה הוכחה ליראה כמו השומר לסייגים. You hear why? Amazing. A person is afraid of the Doraita, right? But why are you keeping what the rabbis tell you? Because you love the Doraita. You hear the difference? The Torah tells you not to sleep with your wife when she's a nida. Good. The rabbis come to you and tell you, don't touch her. Why don't you touch her when she's a nida? Because you love the mitzvah of not sleeping with your wife. It's a mitzvah, you love it. And you're showing it. Why? You go an extra step. You love the mitzvah itself by observing the siyagim out of this world. שהוא נזהר מתחילה שלא יבוא לידי פשיעה. As again, that he should not transgress the real עבירה. אך העושה המצווה ואינו מקיים את הסייג. Okay? A person חס ושלום מראה לנו כי אם ייטיב בעיניו לעשות מצווה על יראה בעיניו אם יפשע בה. Hear what it says over here? If a person does not observe the fences of the mitzvot, he is showing what? That he is only afraid of the mitzvah itself. That's all. But if you do the siyag, if you do the fences, you show the love. And this person is not afraid to chas v'shalom go and do, or even after that, he's not so scared about the mitzvah. Lo chash mipnei ha'ira u'poretz gader shechenu nachash. And what happens? In the end, people give up on the fear. Fear is only less, you know how long? As long as you feel it. Once you don't have a fear, because again, gadel ha'oseh mitzvot me'ahava mimashi me'ayira. This is Rabeinu Yona just now hit. You hear what's going on? The siyagim, the fences is ahava. הנה כי דברי חכמים זה על יסודות ואילנות ליראת שמיים שהוא עיקר העולם ויסוד המעלה. The rabbis' fences and the teachings of the rabbis are the foundation of this world. And this is what? Greatness of achieving the great levels of the foundations of the world. בכל מצוות, כולם פרפראות אליה. Wow. All the mitzvot are פרפראות. מה זה פרפראות? How do you say the פרפראות in English? Huh? It's like a lefet, like a salads. Huh? No, like salads. All the mitzvot are like salads, but the ikar is what? The siyagim. He went, how far he went? The siyagim is showing that you love Hashem. Out of those, זהו שאמרו בדרש, כי טובים דודיך מיין. איי. טובים דודיך מיין. שיר השירים. החביבים דברי סופרים מעינה של תורה. The words of the Chazal are even tastier than wine. Out of this world. If you would know this, gentlemen, tomorrow, same time, Bezrat Hashem, we will start Mishnah Bet. Zkut mitzvot.